Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of Studio Files. It's a new series where I get things done for future markets and whatnot. Here I have a bunch of driftwood pieces that I've selected to paint whales and fish on. My friend is opening a store soon in the next couple months, and she asked to have some of my pieces to sell, so that's really nice. And I have selected a few like unusual pieces and then a few more simple ones. And yeah, I'm excited to get started. I think I'm going to do some like minty color, minty green, maybe lilac, things like that. And yeah, I'm not sure what else will be in this video, but I have a market coming up on Easter long weekend, so I'm sure there'll be lots that I need to get done. So let's get to it. Okay, here are the finished fish and whales. I did a few more than I was going to, and I think these are all going to come with me to the spring market, which is now a week away. It's going to be Easter weekend. And yeah, lovely little group. I love this one. Look at that, the white paint on it. That's fun. I also really love this color combo with the lavender and the mossy green and the dark green. That turned out cool. Sometimes I just start putting colors together and I don't really think about it. And then I go, oh, I actually like that. Yes, so there they all are. I think there's 12. And I already had quite a few, so hopefully we'll sell a whole bunch this weekend. Okay, so I've been doing some embroidery, this is a beaded embroidery. It's a little sunflower. And I haven't done any of this in a while. I kind of go through phases of things that I like to make. And last week I was like, maybe I'll make a few for the market this weekend. So there's that one. And then I did another bee. This is fully beaded with a little bit, the legs, the arms and the antenna are embroidered. And this is fabric that I painted. This is actually fabric that the same fabric that I used in the quilted pillowcase video that I put up recently. So I'm going to do one more. I think I'm going to do another bee. So I've got it drawn out here on this green hoop, this green fabric. And I think I might get a new hoop for it because it's kind of, I don't know, this piece is all like scrunched up, messed up a bit, and it's crooked, so I might get a couple of hoops and then I'll finish that and then I can put it in a new hoop, so that'll be fine. And then I'm working on this one, which is some hollyhocks, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's got shimmery white fluffy clouds in the background, so that'll be fun. So I'll do this one similarly to this. And yes, I think I can get the bee done this week. This one is just kind of like, I hope I get it done. That would be nice. But I'm not in a rush to get it done. I also need to make some more stickers, but last week when I went to print more stickers, I found out I need more ink, so I had to order ink, and then it said it won't be here until this Wednesday, and now it's saying Thursday, but it's in Richmond, so it'll probably show up Tuesday, hopefully. I need it. So fingers crossed that ink shows up. What else? Oh, I've made some crayons, but I need to add more crayon to them because they're like giant, they're giant bunnies, like solid bunnies made out of recycled crayons. And I'll show you those next, but I need to add more crayon to it because their little tails didn't get filled with crayon, so I need to fill them up a bit more and remelt them. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll be back. Are we ready to see how the little bunnies, or should I say big bunny crayons, turned out? Hopefully well. Look how cute. Oh, jeez. Could you imagine if these were chocolate? Oh, that'd be great. I actually have a lot of people ask if the crayons that I make are chocolate, which, I mean, fair. But even though they're made of crayons, which are non-toxic, I wouldn't recommend eating them. Look at that one. That looks so cool. I mean, it'll just taste like wax. Just disappointing if you want chocolate. So cute. Okay, last one. Oh, I love the way it's marbled. Maybe this one might be my favorite. I don't know. That's fun. Yes, so these will be at the market next weekend. I've made a dozen, so I've got 6 more. I didn't want to make too many and then be stuck with a bunch of bunnies, after Easter. But yeah, look, there they are. Cute. I've been making some drawstring bags for my mermaids to keep them dust free and clean, and also if someone buys them, then they will get the bag as well. So I think that's kind of fun. This is my mushroom mermaid. There's a video for her on my channel not too long ago. There's also a couple other videos if you like painting videos about mermaids. Those will be right up your alley. I need to get some tissue paper though before I put them away, so I will do that soon. But yeah, they're a very simple pattern. It's basically just a big rectangle, and then I do a zigzag around the whole rectangle, fold the sides in, do like a 1/2 inch seam, and then fold the top bits down, so then you have the channel for the string, and then you put it right sides together, sew around here, and then you have a bag, and then you just, yeah, very simple drawstring, easy peasy. If you want to see a video about that, let me know. I could totally do that. But yes, I'm happy that my mermaids have nicer homes than just like plastic bags. So okay, hi, it's the day after the spring market, and I can't believe how busy it was. That Saturday was packed with people, and really good news, I sold my celestial mermaid, and even better news, she's going to a friend's house where I know she'll be very well taken care of. So I'm excited, and that brings me to these pieces of wood. There's just like nothing better than making something that you love, and then you sell it, and then you're inspired to make new ones, right? So I have ideas for new mermaids now, and I think these ones will be good for that. This one, I'm excited. Good shape, smooth, good size. And this long one with the blue paint on there still. And then maybe this one if we get to it. I have 2 ideas, and I just posted a little sketch of them on my Patreon. So if you want to see those, head on over there. Patreon.com/HuberInc. And yeah, I think this is the end of Studio Files episode 2. So I just want to thank you if you watched all the way through, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.